had a lot of discussions on shoes, and I'll probably pick up another episode or 10 on shoes eventually. But I don't want to leave our discussion on shoes with kind of this thought. A lot of times people will say, well, I don't like Nikes because they're narrow. Folks, not all Nike shoes are narrow. The shoe that you ran in 2015, like that's not Nike of 2025. Things have changed and things are ever evolving. So going and trying on shoes is a really helpful thing. Watching shoe reviews to me has been super duper helpful, and I'll do a video on kind of what shoe reviewers I like and why. And you can tell me which ones you like and why. But that said, I just wanted to point out that like I run in a lot of different brands of shoes, and sometimes the same brand, a different model of shoe is going to be radically different than the previous one. So Saucony Endorphin Speed, I think this is number 3. Yep, this is number 3. I have this one. I had the Saucony Endorphin Speed 1 that I ran in. Great shoe. Great shoe. Fantastic rocker. Love this shoe. This is the Puma Deviate Nitro, and this is number 2. They're on to number 3. I put over 500 miles on this shoe. This shoe is fantastic. I love this shoe. Puma is known for Puma Grip, their outsole material. This shoe has over 500 miles on it and looks almost brand new on bottom. If it's raining outside or a little bit damp outside, the Puma Grip outsole is phenomenal. So who's better, Saucony or Puma? I don't know. They're both producing great shoes. Like, like I don't know, try as many as you want to. Atreyu is a shoe company that's going out of business from Austin, Texas. I've ordered 2 pairs of shoes from them. This is the Artist. Outsole, very minimal. Heel cup, very minimal. Very minimalist shoe with a lot of heel stack or a lot of foam in the midsole. I've loved this shoe. Atreyu. They've made phenomenal shoes. Asics. I've already shown you my Nova Blast. Adidas. This is the first Adidas shoe. Well, I ran in the Primex Adidas Adizero Primex number 1. I love that shoe. I love this shoe. But a lot of Adidas's other shoes I've not run in. I've run in their carbon plated racer, their second version. Didn't love it. Didn't think it was really fantastic. This shoe here, I love it. So different shoe companies, sometimes you're going to love their shoes, sometimes you're not. Nike's always controversial. People seem to either like love them or hate them. For me, Nike's daily shoes have been pretty terrible. But the Nike Zoom Fly number 6 is supposed to be a fantastic shoe. I'd love to run in that one. But the Vaporfly and the Alpha Fly lines are have both treated me incredibly well with lots of miles. So carbon plated racers with Nike have been phenomenal. World records set in these shoes. So great shoes. Mizuno is one of those companies that like for a long time kind of resisted modernizing. They've since come out with some modern shoes. Some people hate these because they're so soft. I love them. Think they're fantastic. So I just point all that out to you to say that like don't just think of a shoe company as whatever shoe you've run in the past, like that's how all of their shoes are, because that's just not how it works. Sometimes shoe companies do radical changes, and sometimes they do very subtle changes that make a big difference. So don't just think, oh, I've tried New Balance once, I'm never trying them again. Didn't like them. Well, you might like them in the future. You might not. I don't know. Running shoes are so individual and so specific to you as a runner. But I just encourage you to like don't get dialed into one company. Like, and plus, like companies all try to like have their one little thing. Like On forever and ever has had their little cloud tech things with the little holes in there. You'll notice if you look at their more elite race shoes, they don't have any of those holes left. They've gotten rid of them. Why? Because they've realized, like, oh, that was an idea we had that maybe wasn't the best for running. Now, if you love On, I'm all for you. And I think that they're creating some amazing shoes. And if that worked for you, fantastic. I'm just pointing out that their technology they're known for is not what they're putting in their most elite running shoes right now because they're finding that it's not the most efficient. ASICS for a long time was known for gel. They're phasing gel out. Adidas has had different things they've been known for that they're phasing out. Why? Because as like new technology comes, companies realize like, oh, these things we were known for, we're gonna have to phase those out to bring in the modern things that just work a little more efficiently. And if you can get efficiency as a runner, you can typically get consistency because it's going to be feel pretty good to go for a run, at least over time. If you can build that consistency, so efficiency and consistency can work hand in hand to make you to bring longevity to your running career, which is what people like me, that's what we're shooting for is longevity so that we can do this um, to the end is the goal. This is a marathon and not a sprint. And so we still want to be running at the end of the race.